Hey guys, thought I'd come on. I was originally gonna share this little story, I think yesterday.
Mommy?
It's some of Mommy's friends.
Who is it?
It's Mommy's friends. Oh, Daniel.
It's
So,
us, Stephanie Dawson.
it's not Stephanie Dawson.
Is it then?
It's Mommy's friends. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? No? Okay.
It's blanket.
It's right there. Okay. So first, I want to...
Who is that?
Oh, you can say hi to Naomi. Do you want to say hi, Naomi? Okay, there. Now we can move on. So I was going to share this story yesterday, but then something else really funny just happened, and I have to share this before I share more I don't know, deep or theological or whatever. Eli just putting a cat toy behind the phone, so it's a little distracting. So Daniel, we have fully potty trained. You know, he still needs help every now and then, but we also had to install a new baby gate that keeps the dog in the kitchen and keeps Daniel from messing with him too much. But Daniel does now know how to open and close it, and he's gotten to the point where he is trying to be helpful and be a gentleman. And so he had just gone into the bathroom to pee, pulled down his pants, and he heard his sister coming through and going to the gate. And so he ran with his pants and underwear pulled down to go and let his sister through. Just had all of us cracking up. Thankfully his shirt was covering him, so nothing was exposed. Yeah, anyway, had us all cracking up. So we thought we'd share that little humor. But anyway, so I want to share about Sunday night. I know some of you, I think, have seen, and this is not going to be very long because I know a lot of you are wanting to be vote for Chris Plaha. Anyway, but on top of that, you know, it's Christmas. What do you want to say?
Everybody just vote for Chris so he can win the game.
Anyway, my kids are very enthusiastic about the poll. Yes, we know stakes couldn't get any lower than they are, but you know what? It's really fun. That aside, it's the week leading up to Christmas. I know everybody's really busy, so I just want to share this little bit. Sunday night, I know some of you have seen the little video clip that I posted of us doing the Fantasy Lights. That's our annual tradition. We really enjoy it. But what you didn't see was the build up to getting there. Normally, we try to get there right when it opens, because if it takes too long, if you're not right there, you are waiting for a very, very long time. And that's what happened this last Sunday. Was we did not leave early enough. It took me too long to get dinner on the table and for us to eat. So we did not leave until about 6 o'clock. So we got to as close as we could at about 6:30. We did not get in the gate until, I want to say 8 o'clock, maybe a little bit after, and we were a block and a half away.
It was actually 8:08.
Okay, it was 8:08 when we went through the gate. All right. So 8:08 when we went through the gate. It took us that long, just stop and go, just, you know, moving up one car length at a time. And then you wait for 5 minutes, 10 minutes until you can move up one more car length. So Daniel was good for about the first half hour, 40 minutes, and then he starts crying. He starts screaming. He's done. He wants to get out of the car. He wants to move. He does not like sitting still in the car, on the street, not moving anywhere. And so he's just screaming, crying more, and it just builds and builds. And then we finally get to where we're rounding the corner. We've got just a little bit longer, and he's shaking, and he's got the whole, and so he's about done in. I'm just beat. And, then on top of that, I've been having to use the restroom for a while too. So, Jared's, he's kind of done having Daniel scream. What's up, bud?
Guys, Santa is actually real.
Okay. Anyway. So, Jared is like, well, what? Should, you want me to just leave? Or, I'm going, well, I wasn't going to say that. We're almost there. And Daniel catches on. Leave. Go home. All done car ride. And we're going, well, right here. We just got to wait just a little bit longer. And then we'll get in. Daniel will be happy. I can run to the porta potty. It'll be good. So that's what we did. We waited. We waited some more. So an hour and a half to get in to, go the distance of what normally would take 5 minutes. And we get in, and Daniel had the most fun he has ever had. He enjoyed it so much. The kids just loved every moment. If you look at the little clip, you may not be able to see Daniel's face very well, but you can hear his excitement. And he was still talking about it after we got home. That had me thinking, it's so easy. Hey, Elijah, can you pause it for just a minute? It's so easy for us to think, okay, this is getting really hard, really, really hard. And it's easy to want to give up. But, you just, honey, just a minute. It's easy to start thinking, when things get hard and you keep coming into more and more obstacles, that maybe it's too hard. Maybe that's not the path you're supposed to be on. And, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, because that's between you and God. But endurance and patience and continuing on when things get hard, that's where the payoff comes. Sometimes the biggest reward. Daniel was besides himself. He was so frustrated, so upset. And then he was so happy because we pushed through. He endured. And I know that right now a lot of people are feeling that. The holidays are hard sometimes. They're just hard. And it's hard to push through that and keep going to find that joy and peace and happiness. And it reminded me of a few verses. Romans 5:3-5 says, and this is from the ESV, whatever translation you like, this is just what I had handy. Not only that, but we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us. And that just had me going, that's the truth. When we're going through hard things, we keep pushing, we keep enduring with the hope that there's good things for us. And that was what we were doing, Fantasy Lights. We kept pushing. Daniel was upset, but we pushed through. And he was really, he was happy. And then the other verse that came to mind was 1 Chronicles 16:11. Seek the Lord in his strength. Seek his presence continually. And that's it. Even in the hardest times, we seek his presence in all of it. Seek his presence continually, and he's going to give you the strength. You don't have to go on your own strength. You go on his. You go on his peace, his hope, his strength, his love, his joy. In the deepest, darkest places, he's still there. He's never going to leave us. He's never going to abandon us, and we can keep pushing through with endurance. So that's my little tidbit there. Also, I have some friends that I've met through the Chautauqua that, a lot of us are in community together, and a few of us got together to pray yesterday on through Instagram, actually. But towards the end, and we were praying for everybody that's going through a hard time now, physically, mentally, emotionally, just all of that, because we know holidays can be hard. But towards the end, I started realizing, the kids and I, for the first time, we don't have anywhere we're going on Christmas Day. It's going to be just us here Christmas Day, and I love that. But also, I know there are others who really, they don't have anywhere to go on Christmas Day either. So if that's you, whether you're in the Chautauqua or not, I had the thought of, hey, you know what? If you guys would like to join together for just a time of prayer and fellowship via either Instagram if it's a small enough group, or Zoom, just to touch base on Christmas and spend some time together in reflection and prayer, just go ahead and let me know. Until then, hope you guys have a wonderful week, and Merry Christmas.